Microphone check. 1, 2. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Daily problem. Where is it at? GCD again. Find greatest common divisor of array. Given an integer array nums, return the greatest common divisor of the smallest number and largest number in nums. What? Oh, I see. And the greatest common divisor of the two numbers is the largest positive integer that evenly divides both numbers. So I just need to remember the minimum and the maximum. And then greatest common denominator. It's too easy. Too easy. Well, I didn't even implement my GCD, but I don't know if I know how to do GCD off the top of my head. Alright, should I do a virtual contest? That's what I'm here for. Shandu 16, what's happening? Return N. Return N. Can't do that? I don't know. Let me see my last virtual contest. 185. So weekly contest 506. That's what I'll do. Here we go. Let's start. Alright, check good integer. You're given a positive integer n. Let digit sum be the sum of the digits of n, and let square sum be the sum of the squares of the digits of n. An integer is called good if the square sum minus digit sum is greater than or equal to 50. Return true if it's good, otherwise return false. So I'm gonna get the digit sum, I'm gonna get the square sum, n mod 10 is each digit, and then we divide by 10 every time. What are we trying to do? We're trying to add the digit to digit sum, and we're trying to add the square sum, or digit squared. Can I do like that? And then we just got to return square sum minus digit sum is greater than or equal to 50. That's what they want. And they want false and true. False, true. I'm gonna send it. Accept. Is that accept? Why is that internal error? Strange. But I'll take it, I guess. Alright, next problem. Frequency balance subarray. You're given an integer array nums. Define a frequency balance subarray as follows. If the subarray contains only one distinct value, it is frequency balanced. Otherwise, there must exist a positive integer f such that every distinct value in the subarray occurs either f or 2f times, and both frequencies occur among the distinct values. Return an integer denoting the length of the longest frequency balance subarray. I don't understand what it's asking. If the subarray contains only one value, it is frequency balanced. Otherwise, there must latentic. Thank you very much for the follow. There must exist a positive integer f. Every distinct value in the subarray occurs either f or 2f times, and both frequencies occur among the distinct values. All right. Happy to see C++. Oh yeah, I like C++. It's bumping, you know. All right, let me look at these examples because I don't really know what it's trying to say. So f, the length of the longest frequency balanced subarray. So the longest frequency balance is 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. The elements that appear most frequently are 2 and 3, both appearing twice. What? Okay, so f or 2f. So 3 appears 2 times, 2 appears 2 times, and that's 2f of 1, and 1 appears 1 time. That's what it's saying. Let me see. This one all same distinct value, so I'm thinking some type of sliding window, but I'm not sure. They're just saying if it all contains the same number, that's one way, or the other way is either it contains f or 2f frequencies, every value. And then we need to find the longest one. So I guess I'm gonna try some bootleg stuff. I'll try a sliding window. Let me think. Well, before I try and implement it, let me see if it even, let me see if it even works on the example first. So if we had a sliding window, and then what are we keeping? We're keeping track of the frequencies, and I guess that's it. So let's say some unordered map, and right now we have 1 appears 1 time. We move the right pointer. Now this is our array. 2 appears 1 time. So I don't know how to grow it, because right now it's not frequency balanced, because there's 2 things in there and they both appear 1 time. but it says it needs to have one appear F and two F times, and both F and 2F must occur. So right now only one F occurs, so this is not balanced. So I don't know how to do sliding window there, because the previous one was balanced with only one, and then I grow the window, and then I get the 2 in there, and then now it's not balanced. So for my sliding window, when this happens, either you shrink the window or something, but right now shrinking the window seems incorrect. Or maybe it is correct. I don't know, man. Let me think. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe, all right, let's try and shrink the window. So we drop the 1, and then we grow it. So now 2 appears 1, so now it's still a good window. So if it's still good, maybe we should keep growing it. And then now it's not good. No, now it's still good. So we should keep growing it. But then now it's not good because the frequencies are messed up. So we shrink it. Now it's good again. And we grow it. I mean, this gives us maybe something. I'd say this is still good. So do we grow it some more? Should I try that? Oh, wait, I messed that up. It's 2 times. Should I just implement that? I'm gonna try and see where it breaks down. How do I do my slide? I really need to figure out a new sliding window because I don't like mine very much. This is the right number, and maybe some type of map. And then maybe some type of function to check if the map is good. And how am I gonna know if the window is good? I guess if the size of the frequency map, this should really be a multi-map, but I just have old bad habits of using a regular unordered map. So if it only has one element in there, I'll say it's good. And then maybe I'll collect all the frequencies. These are really bad names, but it's all right. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to just collect all the frequencies, man. No, I can't do that. This needs to be a set or unordered set because we could have multiple. But if this set becomes larger than 2, then I'm gonna just return false immediately. And then how do I know that one is smaller than the other? I guess freak done the minimum. That must be the smallest number. And that must be the largest number, reverse begin. So then if, how do I say, I don't know if one is exactly 2 times. I have to divide. Do I have to divide it, man? Or do I say max divided by min? But that, these are integers, so that's not gonna be a nice thing. Should I just convert one to a double and check? Or should I do that and say max mod min? I don't know if that's weird, man, but I'm gonna try that. So what am I trying to say? Hepta 5, what's poppin'? How you doing? I'm trying to say while it's not balanced, we should shrink it. Is that what I'm trying to say? I'm not too sure. Hey, Hepta 5, I see on YouTube as well. Thank you very much for commenting on Twitch and YouTube. So, I'm not sure if what I'm doing here is right, man. I'm not gonna lie. So if we've taken out all the frequencies, then I'm just going to erase it. How do you do that? Erase. And then if it gets here, then it must be balanced. And that's the size of the array. I'm not 100% sure on this solution though, man. But we'll see. Freaks. Inserts. Freaks on size. Alright. Typos, man. Unordered. Let's make it ordered. Ooh, 5, 4, 1. Should I send it? I'll send it. I'm like 70% certain it's wrong. Alright, how does this work? They say the answer is 4, and I guess this is the 4 right here, 2113. But I'm saying it's only 3. So I'd grow it. Let's say it's bad. So I'm shrink it. And then I grow it. And it's, yeah. I grow it and it's bad right here. But just because it's bad here doesn't mean that the next one isn't bad. So that's kind of why I was a bit hesitant to do the sliding window in the beginning. But I couldn't think of anything else, so I decided let me just try it anyways. But now let's go back to the drawing board, man. Damn, look at this. Num's length 10 to the 3rd. I could just hit them with an n squared, man. I should have just looked at the constraints. Alright, let me just delete everything and do an n squared on this. Silly. Silly, silly. Should always check the dang constraints. So I'm just gonna check like every single subarray that ever lived. Hey Solaris, what's happened? I think I also wasted time by not looking at the constraint. Yeah. It happens, man. I can't believe I did that. I was like, how am I gonna do this? I assumed that it was like 10 to the 5th or something, you know. All right, n squared. So how are we gonna do that? How do you do like this? All right, so here's our maybe we'll use a regular set. Thing is, I thought it could be solved with a linear solution. Many problems can be solved like that, so I didn't question it. Yeah, it seems like maybe it could be, but I don't know for sure. Like even the sliding window that I coded up, it was kind of bootleg. I wasn't too certain, just because like I always ask myself, when do I grow the window, when do I shrink it? And I couldn't really figure out when the right time to grow that window was. It seems like you could grow it and get a bad subarray, but then keep growing it to get a good one, you know? Anyways, so n squared, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to insert nums j, and then I'm just checking, I guess if the set size is bigger than 2, then we should probably break, because everything else is going to be bad after this. And then I think we do the minimum maximum thing. No, this is the min. Man, I submitted that without even looking at the constraints. That was a crazy move. What am I doing? So I'm checking like if max mod min is 0 and max divided by min is 2, then is it j minus I plus 1? We'll see. What are they talking about, man? Feld of Allen. What's happened? Thank you very much for the raid. How are you doing, man? What is this talk? Oh, I'm out here struggling with some LeetCode. Wait, there was a question. I wondered, how the hell are we supposed to do that? And then I looked at the constraints, and the values would be like 5, which made it simpler. Yeah. How goes the codes? Not too great, man. I'm having some issues out here today. Oh, I forgot. If the size is 1, then we're good as well. Yeah, I'm doing like some old contests on LeetCode. I haven't done much LeetCode in a long time. but I'm trying. Wait, how did this happen, man? How am I gonna get 2 here? Wait, I'm not. Ah. Yes, this is good. This is not the frequency. I see a bug. I don't know what I'm trying to do here, man. I need to have the frequencies, not the actual numbers. I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping so hard right now. Mr. Love Pickle, what's happening? I had to leave before the end of the B episode of last time. What happened with the B ultimately? I last remember is that it seems to have still moved when you originally thought it was dead. I don't know, man. I thought it was dead, and I assume it's dead, but when I looked where it died, it wasn't there anymore. So maybe it just passed out from exhaustion and it woke back up and it started flying around again and died somewhere else. Because I just came down here today and I was like, dang, I wonder where that bee is. And it's not there, man. So I'm not sure what happened to that bee. But I see like a dead bee somewhere else, so it must be that thing. Yeah, but thanks for asking. Alright, this is what I need, the freaks. Oh man, this problem sucks. So the frequencies, I'm like doing it kind of weird. I'm kind of doing it real weird. Let me just redo this whole part, man, because I'm like confusing myself. So maybe I just keep track of the frequencies. And then I'll just do some bootleg checks here. So if the size is 1, then it's just one size. It's j minus I plus 1. I don't even know if I need those parentheses, man. I'm just putting them in there for just in case, extra in case. Alright, so if it's not 1, then we gotta make sure that the mins and the maxes are in there. I guess the min should be int max. So I'm iterating through the number and their frequencies. And I'm trying to remember the minimum and maximum. Man, this is a super bootleg solution. I don't like it, but it's all my brain is thinking of right now. No, this is wrong. This should be the frequency. I don't care about the num, man. I don't care about the frequency. And then now I'll have how many different frequencies and the minimum and maximum. Is that what I need? So if this is greater than 2, not good. Should I check that every, maybe I can like exit early. super bad code. So what am I trying to say again? If this is equal to 2, then it's good. And we want to say max divided by min equal 2 and max mod min equals 0. And again, I don't know if I actually need these parentheses like this, but I'm gonna put them in there anyways. Shit. Let me see what's up. 1, 5, 4. Should I send that? Ooh, time that exceeds. Come on, man. Alright. Now they want me to... I guess they don't like how I do my thing right here, man. So, let me think. How else can I do this? I guess this inserts Lollapalooza, what's poppin'? And Leet Whale, welcome to the party. Doing weekly contest 506, trying to hit that Q2. But it ain't looking too good for me, man. It ain't looking too good. Like, what the heck am I doing wrong? Time exceeds. Can we do this faster? No, man. We need the unordered map. Because the nums could be so big. What else am I doing that's kind of strange? Oh. Making like this set here, that's a little strange, I'd say. Alright, we can do better, man. We can do better. Wait, how am I? Shit, I don't know. Let me think a little bit more. So I'm trying to eliminate this. I think this set is a little bit too much. I'm just trying to see if there are only 2 frequencies. But maybe it's too extra, you know? So I get my frequencies. If it's size 1, that. If it's larger than 1, then I need to see like how many distinct frequency values do we actually have. Maybe like iterating through it one more time here again is not the best way to go about that. So maybe I need to like keep track as I'm going. Maybe I'll do like, should I use a multi-set, man? Let me try a multi-set. No, I don't need no multi-set. Frequency counts. This is such a weird naming symbol. Or freak counts. I don't even know what, I'm gonna call it freaks. The frequency of the frequencies. That's more obvious to me. So I'm trying to eliminate this thing. I don't know if I still need... I'm gonna just eliminate all of this stuff. Start fresh. So I'm trying to say, every time we increment the frequency, then maybe we should increment our freaks. Man, am I overcomplicating this problem, man? Wait, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I'm trying to say increment that for sure. And then we have to decrement something else. I'm gonna make a function for that though, man. It's so whack. What I'm doing is so whack, man. So remove from map some number. This is pretty bad too. But life goes on. What number are we trying to remove? We're trying to remove this one. Jesus Christ, man. So now I'm like keeping track of how many unique frequencies as I go. And then if this is one, we only got one thing. Otherwise, I guess if man, otherwise if it's two elements, then we gotta check the min max thing, man. So I don't know how to get those. I guess I can iterate through them like this. These names are real bad. That's the frequency. Am I that rusty, or is this problem kind of funky? All right, now I got my two numbers, and then I can be like, I'm gonna just copy. Jesus Christ. Where we at, man? Eight? How are you gonna get 8, man? 4. Oh, I know why. I know why, man. Can I say begin? The number of accepted user disagrees with Q2 and Q3 harder than usual. Yes, I hear what you're saying. Alright, so that fixed some things, but now it still doesn't work because it's only detecting 3 here. How's it gonna detect 3, man? So I'm trying to increment my frequency. So it goes from 0 to 1 here in the first iteration. And then we increment 1. Oh, right here. -1. Alright. I'm ready to send this, man. That was annoying. Hopefully, okay, I was about to say, man, I hope it passes. Probably a little bit annoying, but not super difficult. So whatever I was doing here is a little not that clean, I'd say. Alright, let me see what's up with Q3. Maximize sum of device ratings. You're given a 2D integer array units of size m by n, where units ij represents the capacity of the jth unit in the ith device. Each device contains exactly n units. The rating of a device is the minimum capacity among all its units. You may perform the following operations any number of times, including 0. Choose a device I that has not been used as a source before. Remove exactly 1 unit from device I and add it to any different device. Then mark device I as used so it cannot be chosen again as a source. Return the maximum possible sum of ratings of all devices after any number of such operations. Note, devices can receive units from multiple devices regardless of whether they have been selected. The rating of an empty device is 0. I don't know what it's saying as usual. Bob Moraine, what's happening? Alright, example 1, 1322. What does that even mean? Units, capacity, alright. So, hold on. Maximum possible sum of all the ratings of all devices. What are they talking about, man? Let me just go over the examples. Transfer 0, 0. What? Okay, I see. 4, 3. What? ratings are device 0 equal 3 device 1. Rating 1 equal 1. I don't know what they're talking about right there. Let me read it one more time, man. Minimum capacity among all its units. I see. I see what they're saying. So they say we can just move things around. And we can move anything around anywhere. No. Can only remove one thing from one device. So each thing can remove like their lowest thing. But it might not make sense. Alright. Now I'm understanding the problem. Let me try and think of a solution. Well, let's look at some examples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say move the 1. No. Do you want to move the 1? I guess move the 4 and the 5. No. How did they get 6? Let's see. Transfer unit 4. 5 plus 1. I see. I'm looking at the constraints before I make up any crazy algorithm. 10 to the 5th units. 10 to the 5th by 10 to the 5th. That's crazy talk, man. Oh, m by n is only 200k though. I see. I was about to say, they're tripping. So I'm wondering, do they want me to sort all the units and then alright, here's what I'm thinking, man. Fluffy, what's poppin'? How you doing? I'm thinking the only numbers, well, maybe all the numbers matter, but the lowest number in each row for sure is important. And then it's like, how do you know what to do from there? So we can only remove one number from every row. So I'm thinking we should probably find the row that wherever we remove those numbers, it results in a big jump to the next number. And then we got to figure out, like, where do we put that number that we removed? So if we just had, yes, maybe we only care about the last two numbers in every row, or the two smallest numbers in every row. And that's it. Yeah, so with the two smallest numbers, maybe from there we can figure out what to do, man. But I'm not too sure off the top of my head. All right, let's try and do like example 2. Here's one row. And here's another row. So I say we only care about the two smallest numbers. That's what I'm thinking. So this turns into just 1, 2, and 4, 5. So if we remove the 4, then we get the 5. And if we put the 4 somewhere, it doesn't matter where we put that 4 because now it's just 1 plus 5. Vittorio Echo. Oh, Aok. What's happened? Thank you very much for the follow. So if we remove the 1 here, and we put it somewhere there, or remove the 2, put it there. No, remove the 1. We get 2 points, but then we get 1 point over here. I don't know how to solve this. Is there some type of greedy? Let me think. It's like we only remove something if the next lowest number is, well, I remove it if there's a number lower than it. So if we remove it, I'm not sure, man. If we remove it, maybe something to do with sets. Should I just try some bootleg stuff? All right, I'm pretty sure only the 2 lowest numbers count for anything. Who knows, man? Who knows what I'm doing? So I'm trying to, yeah, what am I doing? I'm actually just trying to sort each row. Can you name the keyboard that I'm using? Yeah, it's called a Bubble 75. What's happened? Henny Sheck? How you doing? Alright, so I sort that row. And only the first 2 things I care about. Let me think about that, man. How do I represent this? I don't know yet. I put them like two smalls there. Do I just put the smallest numbers? So in that row, and that one, I am not too certain how to do this problem, man. Where did you learn DSA? Is there any course or self-learning plan? I learned by mostly just doing problems, but in the beginning, I tried a book called Elements of the Programming Interview. I only did like 1 or 2 chapters, and then I realized I'm not really a book person. And then I tried grokking the coding interview. This was a long time ago, man. This is like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I did grokking the coding interview, and I think that helps me. That broke down all of the topics or all of the problems into like certain categories or topics, and then you just practice based on those techniques, you know. And I also learned by people on Twitch telling me, like, I just live stream my practice and people will tell me when I'm wrong or help me out, teaching me techniques, things like that. So I practice just like how you're seeing right now, man. That's how I learn. I just put the time in. All right. So I choose a device that has not been used as a source before. Am I overthinking this problem? Why wouldn't I just take the top half, why wouldn't I just do that? Take the second smallest in the top half. No. I wonder if we sort by the diff. All right. Let me think about, what if I had these diffs instead? So we have 1, 4 there. So I have the 1 and 4, but then the diffs are both 1. So does that mean as long as there's a number, if we sort by the diffs, then we take this total sum and then, not sure. This problem is tricky, man. It's tripping me out. I'm learning DSA, I think, is still worth of time given time to learn DSA. What do you think about it? Yeah, it seems most companies are still asking data structures and algorithms if you want software engineering job, man. So I guess it's worth it if you want a job. at a big tech company that asks these questions. All right, I don't know what to do. I actually don't know what to do for this problem, man. Like this one, the diffs are 0. So you can't change anything. Alright, should I just try storing the diffs and then taking half, the top half of the diffs. I'm gonna try some things, man. Learning DSA in Python. Yeah, I don't know Python well, but Python is very popular for data structures algorithms. What are things to learn with it? Like Django. Oh, Python? I'm not a Python person. I can't really tell you, but what do people do in Python, man? I guess Django. Flask or something? What's in Python? Yeah, I don't know Python, man. Alright. Let me try. So if the size is 1, then the diff would be negative the first unit, because we'll take those points out completely. And I'm just assuming here that it's greater than 1, then units 1. See, I don't know, like, do I just take half of those diffs? I guess we'll have the top 2 smallest ones there. Shit, I don't know what to do, man. I'm about to skip this problem, I think, after I try some nonsense. So maybe I'll just take half of the diffs, top half. Because I don't, alright, even if I took these diffs, I don't know where to put them and how that's going to change things. But I think I'm overthinking this problem based on how many people accepted here. Maybe it's just some greedy algorithm that you can run. So this diff is 2. This diff is 0. So if we remove this 1 and put it there, we actually get a -1. I give up, man. I give up. I'm gonna peak at Q4. Dang, 129 people. I'm not even gonna read it. Let me look at what people did on this problem, man. That was tough. How do I see? I have to wait till it's over. I would have gotten crushed. Dang, look at that. 7,000. I would have been absolutely crushed. $506. It won't let me see unless... How do I exit the contest, man? Will they allow me to stop? Is it this one? Greedy, of course. Sort plus track min and second min. Yes. I guess I got that much intuition, but I don't know what to do after that, man. If we choose a device as a source, the best unit to remove is always the smallest unit. Yes. Suppose every device contributes its second smallest element to the answer, meaning remove minimum from every device. However, all removed minimum elements must be transferred somewhere. This is where I'm stuck at. Where do you put those elements, you know? They should all be transferred to the device having the globally smallest minimum. I see. Interesting. So you just take out all the minimums and put them all... What a crazy observation, man. How am I supposed to think about that? Should I implement that real quick? Now that I say it like that, it's easy. It's so easy now, man. I haven't submitted any code. What are you talking about? Should I try it? Alright, so I don't care about diffs. I don't care about anything except the two smallest. What if there's only one smallest unit in there? I'm going to say too small and then push back. So now I want to iterate through all of my smallest units. So the smallest unit is, well, I guess we can say if, oh, this is bad. So I have two smalls. Let me think. So if it's 1, that means the second smallest unit is gonna be 0. Because if you took the smallest unit out, there's nothing in there. And then it's just 0. So if that's the case, then what do we do, man? I guess we still accumulate the small one. But then if there's more than 2, or if there's 2 items there, we still do that. But I guess let me make this a little bit more simple. I don't know if simple is the right word, but more concise. So if there's a second unit there, I want to add that to the sum. And then those are all the smalls. And then Fur, what's happened? Hi Simon, I'm Argentinian. What score do you think is gonna be in the final tomorrow? Man, I don't know. I don't really watch football or World Cup. Yeah. What do you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna go into overtime or penalties? Hectrar, what's happened? I just finished my Java class and I can understand this stuff. Very nice. I don't even really know what's happening, man. I think we're going to win. Of course. Of course you gotta believe in your own country, man. Come on now. Man, I just read their solution. So you take what am I doing? So we added all the second numbers, and I guess it's 0 if there's only one number there. Let me think. How do we handle that situation? There's a second number there. This problem is messing me up, man. Maybe if there's only one number, then we still gotta do something. Yeah, if it's one number, I don't know. I'm gonna just give up on this problem. Stephen LF, what's happening? What have you been working on lately? I've been working on Algo Blazer, but mostly offline. I haven't done any vibe coding streams since I've been back. We finished a class with constructors, inheritance, and try catch blocks. Very nice. Sir Lord Good, what's happening? So I guess you're doing like object-oriented stuff. I don't really know that stuff too well, man. I guess I understand it, but some of the inheritance thing goes a little crazy. And I always have to look it up and reference it. Like, I don't know it off the top of my head, you know. I can't remember what all that syntax means, man. Like virtual functions and this type of function and the default is this and inherits or make a super class or whatever. Who knows, man? I always gotta look it up. It was dealing with creating objects in main and using methods. I see. Alright, I feel I've completely bombed this problem. Even after looking at the answer, I can't figure out. Or maybe I'm just lazy now that I looked at the answer. Anyways. I think I will try a different contest. Or I think a new daily problem dropped, so let me do that real quick. Or I'll try, man. I'm not that good at algorithms these days. Alright, smallest subsequence of distinct characters. Hey, Stephen LF, what you been up to lately, man? You guys see that Fable is now permanently a part of our Claude Max subscriptions? That's nice. Nedula, thank you very much for the follow. Man, I was worried that they're gonna take Fable away from me. But they ain't taking shit. Was this a daily problem? Wait, the parent and child class was confusing at first. Yeah, all of them things, I don't know them. I know them, but I have to look at them when I'm working with them because I always forget what is what, man. Fun Churn Fansu, thank you very much for the follow. And Hecht Rar, thank you very much for the follow as well. Maybe my job will let me use Fable. I don't know. What do you mean, let you use? Your job doesn't let you use AI? That's crazy. I thought basically everywhere has just allowed it and is encouraging it. Why don't they let you use Fable? You mean you don't have Claude subscriptions? You have some other AI subscription? Alright, let's read. Smallest subsequence of distinct characters. Given a string S, return the lexicographically smallest subsequence of S that contains all the distinct characters of S exactly once. Sounds easy, man. Do I just make a set and then return the set as a string? Set of chars. Either I could, alright, I could do it another way. I could vector int of size 26 where each index represents A through Z. And then I iterate over the characters. And then I say count C minus A, increment the count. I have my answer, and then I iterate over all my characters in the alphabet, all 26 letters. I'm saying if the count is greater than 0, then build a string. That's what they're asking. My job is pretty strict. Dang. Wait, what? Oh, wait, maybe I read the problem wrong, man. I read the problem wrong. As usual, I always read problems wrong, man. Let me solve it. VNVIO, thank you very much for the follow. Do you think prioritizing Java Spring Boot for the junior jobs volume is better than prioritizing entry-level C++ jobs first? Background store. I don't know, man. I think you're basically asking me which one is better for jobs, Java or C++. No idea. I think it's more like what would you rather work on is what you should prioritize. I don't know anything about Java either. I've never really been a Java developer. I've done a bit of Java here and there, but not as like my main thing. I interviewed with a place 3 weeks ago that didn't allow AI at all. That's crazy talk, man. A company that doesn't allow any AI sounds insane to work at. I can't imagine in 2026 like manually coding stuff and not being able to use AI as I'm trying to build software. I think I'd create I don't know if I'd enjoy software engineering without using AI, man. But that's just me at this point. Spanico, what's happened? Open LinkedIn and try to understand where is the job. Yeah, I don't go on LinkedIn. Q Ultimus in the house. How you doing, Q? Hey, background store. Do you have interviews coming up, or are you like in school trying to figure out if you should focus on Java or C++? There's a lot of C#, .NET, and Salesforce dev jobs. Yeah, there's a lot of... I don't know anything, man, because I don't monitor the market. So I guess there could be lots of these jobs, but there could also be a lot of people that know those languages. Like, for example, I'd say there's probably a lot of JavaScript jobs postings out there, but there's also a lot more JavaScript competition. So just because there's more postings for one job, does it necessarily mean that your chances are better at getting one of those jobs? Because what if there's a lot more people also learning those languages? You know, I'm just saying, I don't know which way is the easiest to get a job. Anyways, let me try and think about this problem again. Given a string S, return the lexicographically smallest subsequence of S. That contains all the distinct characters of S exactly once. Do I do, man, I'm so bad. Do I do a take it or leave it? Take it. Or is there a nicer way to do that? If I took something, I don't know how many of them I got. S is 1,000. Claude Max now. Stephen LF. Do you not have Claude Max before? Thought you did. I don't know. I'm in school. It seems Java is more competition, more jobs, lower skill floor. C++ is less competition, less job, higher skill floor. Hey, maybe. And I think you learn these things on the job though, man. Like you learn how to program mostly on the job. I don't think you learn too much with like personal projects, because I think a big part of programming is like interacting with other people, or a big part of software engineering, I should say, is like interacting with other people and doing things according to their standards or something. So it's like you gotta be a part of some type of organization to really learn. You can't really learn those things by yourself, you know. Probably better to learn one and get good. Yeah. I chose C++, but doesn't mean you should. Alright, how the heck... Wait, same remove duplicate letters. So I guess we can use like a bit mask to know if we took it or we left it. But I don't know. I don't know how to solve anything these days. But dang, 63% of people got this one. I'm thinking take it or leave it, but it's like I'm struggling to build it up in my head, I suppose, like the states and the return type. Because we gotta return the string, man. Anytime we have to return a string, it's difficult for me. Maybe I'm overthinking. Alright, so maybe the first thing I can think of here is how many distinct characters are there, and then that will tell me the length of the subsequence that we need. So once we have the length, so we know there's A, B, C there, then we should find out, I don't know what we should find out, man. I'm gonna find out something. A, C, This question is too hard for me, man. Should I read a hint? I really hate lexicographically smallest anything in problems. Always struggle. Like I'm struggling right now. Alright, so this one we have 4 distinct characters, A, B, C, D. The answer is C something there. But how do you know that is the answer? Do I do take it or leave it? Size would be 4. I give up, man. Can't do it. Wait, let me read the hint first. Greedily. I hate greedy problems, man. Everything. Monotonic stack. Huh. Greedy, monotonic. Monotonic stack. How are we gonna know that? Greedily try to add one missing character. How to check if adding some character will not cause problems. Use bitmask to check whether you'll be able to complete the next subsequence. Yes, bitmask. Thought about some bitmasking. Because there's 26 letters in the alphabet, which fits into a 32-bit integer. So you can use that as a bitmask, so that you don't select multiple of the same number, but still not super certain how to do that one, man. I use a monotonic stack here, man. Alright, so frequency, bitmask. Dang, bit set. So iterate through. No, this one's too bumping for me. It's too bumping, man. Daily problem too hard. Alright, let me try another virtual contest. Which one did I just do? I think I just did 506. So I'll do 505, but I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. back. Oh, Leet Whale. What's happened? The idea is that as you iterate over the input string, if the last character in your stack is greater than the current character, and that last character in the stack occurs later in the input string, it's safe to pop from your stack since you'll have another opportunity to add that character later. I see. High potential, what's happening? Yeah, trip was good. Your stack looks like BD. Your current character is C. You can pop the D from your stack if the D occurs later in the input string. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Leet Whale. It takes too much brain juice to come up with that on my own, though. Alright, I said I was gonna do 505 real quick, man. And then that's probably it for me. Sum of compatible numbers in range, part 1. You're given two integers, n and k. A positive integer x is called compatible if it satisfies both of the following conditions. Absolute value n minus x is less than equal to k, and that is true. Return the sum of all compatible integers x. What? N minus x less than equal to k. So I guess n, what I'm saying, n minus, should I just say x here? So I start from 1. Let's see. We should get 10, 0, or just 10, 1. I got 1. Okay, so maybe n minus x. Hold on. Red Sly Fox, what's happening? Have you tried Rust? No. Parentheses looking sussy? Wait, what did I do? Yeah, they do look a little funky, man. I'm not gonna lie. But I still think something ain't right because my x doesn't even go up to 5, man. So let's say n minus x. It's less than k. So should I go to like some crazy number just to be sure? Hold on, this problem is confusing me. Every problem today has been tripping me out. So maybe I should start from like some craziness like that, huh? I'll put 0. Oh, that, yeah. Exam 2 is supposed to, yeah, make sure you're looking at the right test case. Leet whale. Yeah. Like, what the heck am I looking at here, man? Alright, should I send this? It would be so embarrassing if this didn't pass. It looks a little funky, I'm not gonna lie, man. But I'm gonna send it anyways. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I can't believe this is happening, man. Good thing it's a virtual. So the difference between n and x is less than k. So I think this is okay, right? Why wouldn't that be okay? So n is 1, k is 13. Let's say the answer is 56. 56. Why am I messing up, man? Oh shit, I just closed it. Am I doing something funky with the negatives? Because I'm like going into the negatives. But if it's negative, then it if it's negatives though, why is it tripping like that? Let's see with that test case. See a lot of negative values that should not be triggered because n minus 13, I guess it is still within bounds, but like wait, I also got the same wrong answer. Wait, what do you mean? Am I misunderstanding the problem? Or does like the bitwise operator is weird with negatives, or like what's happening, man? X has to be positive? Where do they say that? Line 2? Positive integer x. Man, they can't be giving us some bunk ass problems like that, man. Anyways. Thank you. Let's move on. Q1 bombed it. Q2. Valid binary strings with cost to limit. You are given two integers n and k. The cost of a binary string s is defined as the sum of all indices I, 0 base, such that si equal 1. Sum of all indices I where it's equal to 1. A binary string is considered valid if it does not contain two consecutive 1 characters. It costs less than or equal to k. Return a list of all valid binary strings of length n in any order. This is a backtracking type stuff they want from me. And k is, I see. What's k? Consecutive strings. Wait, no. What was k? What is k? Is the cost? All right, all right. I can do this. I can do this. How am I gonna do it though? I'm gonna try and do a little backtracking stuff. I guess with this constraint, the no consecutive one characters, it's kind of like backtracking where we do some funky stuff, right? Pruning. I don't know. I don't know anything, man. So we're saying no consecutive ones and then our cost. Let's call it cost. It's a binary string. And what else do we need here, man? I suppose they say, what is n? Of all length n. All right, here we go, here we go. I can do it, I think. It's been a while. So if I is greater than or equal to n, it means we're done. And we should push back our thing and return. So I need to remember my previous. So I'm gonna say if the previous character was a 1, then we can only do should I make a thing? What should I call this? Candidates, valids, zeros, ones, nums. I'm gonna just call it nums, man. But it's characters. I'm gonna just call it chart. No, I'm gonna call it candidates. It's either a 0 or a 1. So if the previous was a 1, then we can't have another one. We got to put in the 0, right? So we put in our string, we push back a 0 character, we increment our index, and then our next character becomes a 0, or our previous character becomes 0, and our cost becomes cost plus I. Wait. So that's doing the backtrack there. And then after you backtrack, you pop back. So pop that 0 off. But if it was a 0, the previous character was a 0, then we can either do a 0 or a 1. So I'll just iterate through the candidates and do both. I'll just copy this. Wait, only if oh wait. Hold on. Actually, I messed up. What's the cost? Cost is only with these, so we don't care about the cost in this case. We only care about the cost in this case. Wait. So I say if it's greater than K, I'm gonna just continue here and skip it. Do some things here. This cost should just be the cost. This is our new cost. What am I saying, man? This is a little confusing. Wait. Super duper spaghetti code right now. Alright, I'm gonna go with that, man. Let's see. Which LeetCode question is this? It's from Weekly Contest 505. Uh-oh. It ain't working, man. Because I didn't call anything, man. Jesus. So I, previous, and cost. What's I? 0. What's previous? Nothing. And what's cost? 0. AQ, thank you very much. Let me find the problem here. This is the problem. Alright, let's see. 0. Oh, Jesus. It ain't right, man. Oh, I was looking at the wrong test case. 0, 1. Yeah, that looks good. Should I send it? Easy backtrack. Too easy, yeah. Oh man, Q3, they're gonna give us a hard problem worth 6 points. They're tripping, man. Maximum sum of M non-overlapping subarrays, part 1. It's a double hard contest. Yeah, they're tripping with these dang 6 and 7 points. Part 1, part 2. Dang. Alright. You're given an integer array nums of length n and 3 integers m, l, and r. Your task is to select at least one and at most m non-overlapping subarrays from nums such that each selected subarray has a length between L, R inclusive. The total sum of all selected subarrays is maximized. Return the maximum total sum you can achieve. What? Each. Alright. They give us a bunch of numbers. Okay. One to m subarrays. It needs to. Damn, there's a lot of constraints on this thing, man. A maximum sum. So we need 2 subarrays between 1 and 3 length. How the heck are we gonna do this problem? It's an n squared type thing. Steven Sagiball, how you doing? What do you think of hedonism? I don't know anything about hedonism, man. But I know it's like a hotel in Jamaica. Is that what you're asking? Have I ever been to that hotel? I think it's like a nude hotel or something. I've never been there. Anyways, nude? Yeah. There's a hotel named Hedonism, yes. When I was growing up, it was like a big thing because I think it's like a nude hotel or like a swingers hotel or something. I think Playboy used to have a show there as well back in the 90s when I was growing up. I don't know, man. I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't even know where to begin on this problem. One, 4. I don't know, man. So many people got something here, though. Summary between 2 and 3. Do you think if I do LeetCode is useful? Should he not work on his business? What are you talking about, man? I am Samir. How you doing? What's poppin', Samir? Are you doing contests tonight, man? Do you do contests? I don't even know if anyone does contests anymore, but apparently, because the last contest... Oh, dang. Is this from this morning? I should have done this one from this morning, man. Let me see how many people. 40,000 people in the contest. Haven't done one in months. Did the bi-weekly first time in 4 years? Wait, what do you mean? First time you woke up early enough to do the bi-weekly in 4 years, Q? Alright, I'm gonna end. I don't know if I have enough time to do the bi-weekly. So whichever contest I just did, 505, I'm gonna stop because the last 2 problems are too hard for me. But I didn't know there was a bi-weekly this morning. So let me just do that real quick. So Q, you did it this morning, huh? Let's see how bad I would have done. Rearrange string to avoid character pair. You're given a string S and two distinct lowercase English letters X and Y. Rearrange the characters of S to construct a new string such that T is a permutation of S and every occurrence of Y appears before every occurrence of X in T. What? Okay. X counts, Y counts. So iterate over all the characters, count the things, and then reconstruct. How do you reconstruct? So if it's X or Y, continue, otherwise add that character. But then they say all the Y's appear before all the X's. So I'll just put Y's in the beginning and then put the X's at the end. Maybe my Q1. Dang, string ants equals 0. Leet Whale, what's happened? I was AFK. You gave up on weekly contest 505. Yeah, I thought about Q3 for like 2 minutes, and I decided I don't know how to do that, even though so many people solved it. Wait, what the hell did I just do, man? I put literal Y's and X's when I should have just done the character things. Alright. That doesn't look right. Oh yeah, CBAA. B's and D's. Alright, I'm gonna just send it, man. I think it's probably okay, right? Alright, next problem, man. Q2, maximum value of an alternating sequence. You're given 3 integers, n, s, and m. A sequence of integers of length n is considered valid if first position is s, the sequence is alternating, meaning that either sequence 0 greater than sequence 1, less than sequence 2, greater, blah blah blah. For every adjacent pair, they are less than equal to m. A sequence of length 1 is considered alternating. Return the maximum possible element that can appear in any valid sequence. I don't know about this problem, man. N. So the length is n. What's s? The first number in the sequence is s. What's m? And m is the diff. So every sequence you need to add add m, subtract. Interesting. N is really big. Alright, answer is 12. So we start at 3. Let me science this out real quick. So 3, then we add to get 8, then we subtract 1, then we add. So it's like add n divided by 2. That's like n divided by 2 times m. So it's s plus this minus n divided by 2. Or something like that. I guess we don't want a sequence that's going negative first, do we? I'm probably gonna get a wrong submission somewhere, man. Because what if this is for if it's an even length, but what if it's an odd length? Is it gonna change? Yeah, especially if m is 1. If m is 1, it's getting funky if m is 1. Well, I guess if m is 1, nothing happens. So n divided by 2. Let me think. Why is that messing up? So I only want to subtract 3, 8. Alright, if this was n equals 3. What is minus 1? I don't know what I'm doing, man. I feel like submitting this is probably not a good idea. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Let me just see. So if it was m, so, oh man. Alright, so instead of 4 length, now it's 5 length. So 4 length was 3, 8, 7, 12, 5 length. I guess that 12 would just be 11. But can we make it better? Like, what if we did 3? Alright, this is for 5 length. 3, 2, 7, 6, 11. Guess that is better. See one issue at the moment, but I'll wait. I mean, I guess it could overflow, but I'm trying to think like if there's any other weird cases. I'm not. Yeah, actually I did think of the overflow, and I said I was gonna fix it before, but I don't know how those things work, so maybe I'll just long everything, you know what I'm saying? I'd hate to get a long I want to submit that, man. See what happens. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. I didn't think of n equals 1. So if n equals 1, I should just return s. That's what I should have been thinking of, man. All the edge cases. Anyways, not great. Not great. Q3. Minimum adjacent swaps the partition array. You are given an integer array nums and two integers a and b such that a is less than b. An array is called good if it can be split into three contiguous parts in this order such that every element in the first part is less than a. Every element in the second part is in the range AB inclusive. Every element in the third part is greater than B. Any of the three parts may be empty. In one adjacent swap, you may swap two neighboring elements of nums. Return the minimum number of adjacent swaps required to make nums good. What are they talking about, man? Less than A to B. Easy clap. What are you talking about? For the last problem, Leet Whale? Not easy clap, man. Did not think of the edge cases good enough. What is that, Steven Sagiball? Who's that supposed to be, man? Anyways, do you like it? I don't know. It looks kind of weird. But thank you. Alright, example 1. One swap only. You swap these two numbers. What just happened again? You redeem the same thing? What? I also got wrong answer on Q2. Dang. Same problem where the edge case with n equals 1. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about, what is this thing talking about, man? Anyways, so between, alright, every number, we gotta count how many numbers less than 3, how many numbers greater than 4, and then I gotta do some things. Sir Lord Good, have you played? Oh snap! I just saw your message has that crazy stuff. I see. Interesting. Have you played any cool video games recently? I've been playing Pal World. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's alright, I guess. The pals are too big though, man. The pals take up my whole base. I can't even see what I'm doing. Big ass pals. It's yeah, 1.0 update. I played also Subnautica 2. I didn't get very far. Felt just like Subnautica 1. You should play Power on stream. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a game streamer, man. You are engineer, sir. Ayushim. Wait, Ayush Mishra. What's happened? I just quit my job a few months ago, but I used to be a software engineer. Now I'm just a bum. I also play another game called Backpack Battles. That one is a bit fun. Anyways, I don't know that one, man. I've been playing it a little bit recently. I bought it a long time ago though, but I think it's pretty good. It's a good game. Minimum, man, look how many people solve this. Alright, let me look at example 2, 9753, and so I'd count, we have 1 below 4 and 1 above 5. So you can only swap adjacents though. So to get this to the beginning, I need 1, 2, 3 swaps. And then if to get this to the end, I'll need 2 swaps. But it's tough. Like, there must be some observation I can make. Like where they should go. Alright, let me see. Let me count the smalls, count the big. So if this is less than A, been playing on hardcore. Been playing Palworld on hardcore queue. That's crazy, man. Fuck. Best game of all, type Blazer. Yeah, man. I forget to race today. Did I do my daily today, man? Oh Jesus, I didn't even do my daily race today. Forgot, man. Let me do it real quick. Man, it's too tough. Too tough. Anyways, I actually don't know how to do this. I don't know. But I know that we need to move them. How many swaps? This is kind of like that Dutch flag problem in a way. Let me think. Is it the same problem? Is this the same problem as the Dutch flags, man? I forget what the Dutch flag problem is though. Playing Spider-Man 2. What kind of game is that? Is that like a RPG kind of game? So first things is I gotta get the smalls first in there, huh? Let me look at a Dutch flag problem, man. Sort colors. What's the difference? Maybe a little bit different. Sir Burns, what's happening? Try to understand it first by just commenting the variables and arrays you need. Yes. Let me think. Alright, here's my observations. If I have some nums, let's just use example 1 for now. So my smalls are 1, 2. My bigs are 5 and 6. Let me put indices here. What am I trying to say? So now maybe I have to go through they just say, I mean, we have 10 to the 5th. Can I sort? I don't know. It's like we see a 3 that is not in the right place. We see a 2 there. It's like we swap them, yeah? And that's one swap. And then the 3 is good, 4 is good. And the 5, everything's good after that. That problem, not that great. But let's play around. Let's say the 6 was there, the 4 was there, and the 5 is here. So we make this one swap, 2, 3. I'll put the swap like this. And we increment our answer. Now this 1 is good, this 1 and 2 is good, this 3 is good. Now this 6 is not supposed to be there. So I guess, what do we do? Do we have like 2 pointers? You know, we just go in and we find the next thing that should be there, and then we just swap them. And now it's good. Should I try and do something like this without actually swapping? I will try. I'll try and see what happens. So wait. I actually don't know. Which way do we go from? Does it matter? Man, so many people solved it. Makes me feel like it's not so hard. But it feels interesting. Do I have to remember where every number is? I guess my problem is like in example 2, when we swap the 9 and the 7, or I guess when we move the 3 all the way to the beginning, the 9 moves out too, you know. Alright. I'm just gonna have to try and do something here, man, because I don't know what else to do. So I wonder if we should start from the edge, start from the second part and go to the third part and look for pieces that should be in the first part. Man, am I gonna give up on this problem too? I know we don't, or I know we shouldn't actually move or swap the numbers since it's gonna be so large, like it's gonna time out, you know? So it's like, I guess you kinda have to remember what the distance is. Alright, I have a new idea. Instead of starting from there, I'm start from the beginning. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna say if that number is if it's less than A, then you swap it that many times. So it's like swap plus I, but everything else like moves up, you know. All right. So that's the first part. Nah, I don't know how to do this one, man. Maybe this might be the end. I'm struggling out here. Let me peek ahead. Oh, Jesus. I mean, lots of people solve this one. Let me find the problem on LeetCode. That's not on the contest. So I went back to sleep after Q2? Yeah. It's too hard. Do you have any interest in doing Project Euler? I've always heard Project Euler is a good thing to do if you're into math. So I say I have a small interest in doing it, but I don't think I'm interested enough to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Man, how so many people get this? The topics is staff, bi-weekly contest. Number of inversions. I don't even know. A reek in the house. What's happened? I haven't done one of these in forever. Yeah. Me either, man. What you been up to, Reek? I don't know what to do. How you been? I've been good. Just chilling. I took a break from streaming for a couple months. I went to Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Jamaica, and now I'm back. So I guess things are going nice. How you been, man? Hey, Arik, do you stream anymore? I feel like I haven't seen you stream in a long time. I guess you haven't been doing any of these in forever. You still playing poker, man? That was too hard. Let me look at some solutions though. Should we check out Lee? Twitch Studio stopped working. Dang, Twitch Studio. You gotta try OBS, man. Anyways, are you still in New York, man? How's the air quality in New York? I hear it's pretty bad because of Canada. Those Ontario forest fires. Count one, count two. Interesting. This is some crazy observations, but I guess I'm in Toronto, or I'm near Toronto. I'm in Canada. I'm sending the smoke your way, man. Alright, that's it, I think. I don't think I can do any more problems today. But contest is starting in 18 minutes. Weekly contest 511. Q2, yeah, Q. I'm a Q2 gang out here. Let's see. 15-minute finish time. 10,000th. Crazy. Hey, all of my contests that I've taken, I'm like 8,000th, 10,000th, 11,000th, man. I've been getting crushed. I can't be that bad, can I? Anyways, can't do daily problem, can't do the contest problems these days. You don't study like you used to, I guess, but still, even when I never really studied, I was never this bad. Anyways, I've been away for a while, so maybe I'll get better in the next few weeks. Problems feel a bit hard too, man. I'm not gonna lie. Because I used to be able to get Q1, Q2, Q3 almost every single contest. These days, it's tough for me to get 3 questions. Problems are, yeah, I think for sure problems are harder than they used to be. I guess industry as a whole, the difficulty is harder. So maybe I need to study more, man, if I want to stay relevant. Got a 1-day streak. Anyways, is that it for me today, man? As soon as the week gets here, I gotta go. I guess it's time. It's Pal World time, Q. I'm not gonna lie. Man, Power kind of sucks. But I like it, you know? Alright, let's see. Oh, Howling is on. You guys want to go Howling? Howling's about to do the weekly contest. Dang, he's been on for 7 hours. That's crazy talk. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. Contest is starting in 15 minutes, so I've had enough algorithms for one weekend. You need to use your herbills. Hey, those guys revive you if you die, man, right? Alright. See you later, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in for my practice session. Q Ultimus, I'll see you next time. Arik, thank you for stopping by, man. Good to see you. Sir Burns, Sir Lord Good, have a good night. Adios. Steven Saggyball, Leet Whale, have a good night. I am Samir here. Good luck on the contest if you guys are taking it. Everyone from YouTube, Prisma or Prism, adios. Ayush, see you next time. Aniket, have a good day, good night. Stephen LF, have a good night. Today has been not very great algorithms stream for me. Problems are tough, man, but it's all good. Anyways, we're gonna go raid Howling and he's gonna take the contest. So see you next time. Adios.